to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
In ancient Kemet, an extravagant, prideful, or fashionista lifestyle pursued through crime was treated as a disruption of ma'at, order, balance, and proper measure. Treatment of those who committed crimes for extravagance. There was no modern concept of fashionistas or commercial name branding. Elite display of fine linen, jewelry, and status markers was accepted when it matched one's rank and was acquired legitimately. However, when people committed serious crimes, theft, tomb robbery, corruption, embezzlement, or abuse of office to fund a pompous, high-living, or prideful existence, the response was severe. Typical consequences included restitution and multiples of the stolen value, often double, triple, or far higher if temple or royal property was involved. Public corporal punishment, beatings, sometimes with open wounds. Mutilation, nose, ears, or hands in cases of repeated or aggravated offense. Forced labor in quarries, mines, or state projects, often permanent. Confiscation of property and loss of status or office. Exile or, in the gravest cases, especially tomb robbery or large-scale corruption, death, including impalement. Royal decrees, such as those of Horemheb, specifically targeted officials who abused power for personal gain, imposing nose amputation and other public penalties. Tomb robbers who stole to enrich themselves faced some of the harshest punishments because they violated both the dead and the social order. Wisdom tradition against pride and excess. Wisdom literature repeatedly condemned the mindset that led to such crimes. The instructions of Ptahhotep warn against arrogance, greed, and taking more than one's rightful share. Greed is described as an incurable disease that destroys relationships and leaves the greedy without a proper tomb. Other teachings stress humility, living according to one's station, and that true lasting wealth comes through honesty, not grasping. Even entertaining the idea of crime to elevate oneself through display was framed as a moral failure that invited divine and social correction. The heart that pursued such disorder would be heavy at the weighing of the heart. Role of the king and the divine order. The king as the living upholder of Ma'at and high priest of the land, and the divine powers associated with the queen of heaven, goddesses such as Hathor or Isis, who embodied ordered fertility, beauty, and protection, underwrote a system in which excess driven by crime was intolerable. Legitimate beauty and refinement had their place within hierarchy. Illegitimate elevation through theft or corruption was isfet, chaos, and had to be removed. Summary: people who committed severe crimes to sustain a pompous, high-fashion, or prideful lifestyle faced the full range of Kemetic penalties: restitution, beating, mutilation, forced labor, loss of status, or death. The underlying intellectual and spiritual stance of the society, expressed in both law and wisdom texts, rejected the pursuit of status through disorder. The ordered display of wealth was acceptable. Criminal means to achieve it were not. Physical, spiritual, and intellectual implications of pursuing extravagance through crime in ancient Kemet. Physical implications. The body of the offender became the primary instrument of correction. Crimes committed to fund a prideful or extravagant lifestyle, theft, tomb robbery, corruption, or embezzlement, typically brought immediate and visible physical consequences. These included public beatings, permanent mutilation, nose, ears, or hands, forced labor in harsh environments such as quarries or mines, and, in the most serious cases, death. The physical marking of the body served two purposes. It removed the offender's capacity to continue the same pattern of behavior and publicly displayed the cost of disorder. The body that had been used to grasp at luxury was itself reduced, so that the community could see that Ma'at would not allow the physical elevation of one person through the harm of others. Spiritual implications. Spiritually, the pursuit of status and display through crime was understood as a deliberate introduction of isfet, chaos, into the ordered world. Ma'at required each person to live according to their proper measure and station. Grasping beyond that measure, especially by harming the property of others, the temples, or the dead, created spiritual imbalance. The severe physical punishments were intended to restore that balance by removing the source of disorder. In the afterlife, a heart heavy with greed, pride, and the crimes committed to sustain them would fail the weighing against the feather of Ma'at. The living society's decisive action against such offenders was therefore also a protective act for the cosmic order itself. Legitimate beauty and refinement had a place within hierarchy. Illegitimate elevation through crime was a spiritual offense against both the human community and the divine powers that upheld ordered existence. Intellectual implications. Intellectually, the Kemetic response reinforced a clear hierarchy of knowledge and moral discipline. Wisdom literature, especially the instructions of Ptahhotep and related teachings, repeatedly warned that greed and arrogance are diseases of the mind that destroy relationships, isolate the individual, and ultimately leave the greedy without lasting memorial or tomb. The offender who committed crimes to promote an extravagant lifestyle was judged as someone who had rejected practical and ethical understanding, the knowledge that true standing comes through honest effort and measured living, not through seizure. Public punishment served as an intellectual lesson. The mind that entertains or acts upon the idea of elevating itself through disorder places itself outside the community of the wise. Society therefore treated such persons as requiring external correction rather than self-directed reform. The ordered mind recognized boundaries. The disordered mind that sought status through crime was marked and constrained. Summary: the Kemetic system addressed the whole person. Physically, it marked or destroyed the body that had been used for grasping. Spiritually, it treated the crime as a rupture of Ma'at that had to be excised to protect the ordered world. Intellectually, it classified the pursuit of pomp through crime as a failure of moral knowledge, justifying decisive external control. The goal was not rehabilitation of the individual, but the restoration of measure, hierarchy, and lasting order under Ma'at.
For more educational videos and deep dives on this very important and all-encompassing subject, please visit my Patreon at the link given below in the video description and comments page. Thank you for letting your guards down for once and heeding the ancient clarion call. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.